The first step at getting better is to realize, get real with risk. We are often afraid of losing things. That's more powerful than our desire to gain things. So we hold on to what we have. Netflix was able to put Blockbuster out of business because they decided to do something a little bit different, created a different business model. Blockbuster could have easily done the same thing, but they were so invested in the way they've always done things and in all their real estate that they didn't. And so obviously breaking a rule like thou shalt charge late fees to make sure people give you your videos back, or thou shalt have a physical bricks and mortar location in order for people to rent movies, they broke those rules. And that was an advantage to Netflix. But the thing you need to keep in mind is it was really bad for Blockbuster, right? Really bad. So it wasn't like they just stayed and it was like, okay, well, we're just not growing, it's fine. No, not good. So we have to realize that being what we think is risky is actually more safe than we think, because things are changing all the time. We have to be open to new ways of doing things. But it can be really overwhelming, right? So I know a lot of you guys, this is like you've been in this, you've been seeing amazing presentations, you're seeing people doing things, and you're probably overwhelmed with like all the different things you could do, right? And it's freaking scary. Like, I could do this, I could do this. We got all this list. How am I going to start? What am I going to do? Where do we go from here? And the advice I would give you is to give yourself a break and tinker. It's one of my favorite words, just tinker. If you look up tinker in the dictionary, because here's the thing with tinker we need to remember, is that no one solves a video game on their first try. Why do we think that we have to have everything figured out before we start? Why do we have to feel like we have to be an expert before we start? We don't. There was a point where you didn't know media site at all. You didn't know anything about it. And now there's different levels of proficiency here, of course, but you know a lot about more of it than I do. I don't know jack, right? So there's like this beginning. You start at the beginning, right? So like little kids, they're tinkering all the time. If you look up tinker in the dictionary, it says to repair, adjust, or work with something in an unskilled or experimental manner. And you know what the two most important words there are? Unskilled and experimental. Kids do not worry about messing things up. My daughter, Virginia, she's 16 months old. She just recently learned how to walk. And when she let go of that couch for the first time, guess what? Oh, she fell. When she got up, do you think she said, oh, you guys are so talented at walking. It's really not my thing. Not so good at it. You're clearly amazing at it. I'm just not born with that. No, she tried again, and then she fell again, and now she's walking. Not very well. She's like, the Frankenstein thing going on. My oldest daughter just recently took the training wheels off the bike. Did she go around the block the first time? No, she fell. We were tinkering all the time when we were kids. Now we get older, we're afraid. We're afraid to try something new because we might not get it right the first time. We might look a little bit sillier, or we might fail. Or if we want to launch this new project, we have to be certain it's going to succeed, or we're not even going to try. That doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way. We didn't think it worked that way when we were kids. We need to be reminded of that now.